Yeah, a bit of missed micro from Soon. You'd love to see those units maybe protect those tanks.
Yeah, it was really nice positioning there from Boo. He did scout the strong point from Terran, and this is a really favourable Terran position here. You can put those tanks on the ramp. He spread them pretty nicely and had his Marines, but he committed to trying taking out this extractor. Meanwhile, Boo didn't rush in, saw what was going on, and positioned his army there so that he could come in between the infantry ball and the tanks. Really nice play there from Boo. He was just right on top of the micro, didn't panic, and took it out with really not many casualties. When you're attacking tanks with Hydras, it's usually ends up as a big Hydra soup on the floor. So, nice play from Boo there. Soon is, though, committing to this push, though. He's going out once again with a very similar unit mix. Only one siege tank this time. I imagine that he's going to keep his Marine Marauder Ball closer to the tank so that he can not lose it to the positioning battle. Boo's going to be faced with the same problem again. It'll be interesting to see how Boo's going to play this, whether he's going to try and catch him out of position or whether he's going to go for a storm right straight up the ramp.
We'll see how this goes. He's only got the one now. I've got a strong sense of deja vu. Hopefully Soon learned his lesson. He's sneaking his Terran army, kind of baiting Boo actually to maybe try and take this siege tank out. Really at the moment though, they're just out of range, so if they fight here, this siege tank's not going to do any damage, and he's roaring them back now so this siege tank finally can open fire. There's so many Zerg forces though that, I mean, these Medivacs really have their work cut out for them. He really needs to lift off this siege tank before it gets taken out. I don't think he will, it's way too late. The Medivac gonna get taken out also. He really needed a couple more siege tanks, or just a bigger army, because he really just got outnumbered there.
Yeah, Boo's macro is really kicking in. He's got his second expansion is really saturated now, so he's running on 3 base, and he didn't lose too much there. His roaches were positioned very nicely. He put a roach concave in first to take the siege splash, and then he brought the hydras in after the roaches had the vision up the ramp. So another really good micro from Boo. I do like the fact that Soon is trying to keep the pressure up, but he really should be thinking about sending up some Hellions to harass this expansion. Maybe throw up one of these pushes towards his expansion as opposed to throwing everything at Boo, who's really on top of things right now. He's got a nice roach ball heading towards the gold expansion. Now, if Boo is able to bring online one of these gold expansions, that's really going to tip the scales of this game in his favor. But Soon is just seems content to strong point. He has 2 bases of his own, so it's 3 base versus 3 base, which is a fantastic point for Terran. Although we do see some sneaky roaches trying to skate their way to the Terran base underground, but unfortunately for Boo, they were detected by the missile turret and these tanks are cleaning up. Although Boo is still committing to this roach attack, he's got a few more roaches coming in. The main force of his roaches is sneaking by. Another great positioning by Boo, but it's interesting because he might get pincered here by Soon. The roaches are caught between 2 different Terran armies and they've gone for the underground. There's no turret here. They're sneaking closer to the siege tanks. They're completely ignoring the Marine Marauder Ball. They get one of the tanks, which was a pretty nice for Boo, but he did lose all of his roaches in that attack by getting pincered. So Boo's macro is really going to have to kick in here to get another Roach Hydra Ball kicked back up, especially if Soon is able to get some more troops here, and he does have the Planetary Fortress at this forward expansion, which means that if Boo tries to use Zerglings, they're basically going to be negated. So this is really tough spot for Boo to break here. So even though Soon wasn't able to do too much damage to the expansion, and Boo was able to get his own expansion on, Soon has been really aggressive and got his expansion closest to Boo here, and he's got Planetary Fortress, turrets down, tanks in place, and a Marine Marauder Ball. So, and we're even seeing Banshee, so it's a pretty strong position here from Soon.
There's actually a Raven coming too, so Soon's decided to go, well, I guess heavy air really. He's starting to get these out. He's got a couple Stargates, so he has the ability to start pumping these units out if he chooses to. We'll see, does he have the, where is this Raven? I mean, we'll see if he's actually got the point defense drone and everything down for this, because it could help a bit.
Another huge battle going down here. Boo pushing out of this expansion, decided he doesn't want it to let it go. And this solitary siege tank's going to get taken out. The Hydras and the Roaches going to work. They've taken out the turrets and now they're moving in on, but this Planetary Fortress is kicking in. The Marine Ball, the Banshee going out, the Marine Marauder Ball is trying to go to work, and the SCVs are repairing this Planetary Fortress. I think Soon's going to be alright here simply because of the sheer power of the Planetary Fortress, and Boo's starting to realise as his Roach wall goes down and his battered Hydras start to make their way out. Only one lone Roach was able to get out of there, so Boo was being a bit aggressive, not letting Soon take this strong point. But now that the Raven's out, it's going to act as a detector for Protoss, so for Terran, so he's not going to have to rely on scan matter anymore. He is going to see these sneaky roaches trying to burrow all over the place, so Soon is pretty strong right now, but Boo has elected to try and take that gold expansion, so it's really going to be absolutely crucial for Soon to see this and do something about it, because if Boo gets this expansion saturated and defended, and he's able to get this nice concave of bases going along, even though Soon has got two expansions himself and is 3-basing, you know, you'd expect the Boo's macro is really going to kick in, and he's going to be able to produce a sheer huge amount of units. But it'll be interesting to see Soon